Amazon just announced a pretty cool investment into the AI space. They're adding more money to Anthropic. Well, I think that's great news. They also did announce some pretty cool updates about their own AI chips that I think every investor should know. This is creating kind of some bearish thoughts towards Nvidia. I have a lot to share here, but I do believe this overall is great news for Amazon in general. Now, at the end of this episode, I want to compare Amazon to maybe some of the other cloud providers and see which one I would prefer purchasing right now. So let's take a closer look in today's episode.
I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video, and check out fool.com/Jose for the 10 best stocks to buy now. With that link, you get a promotional offer for their subscription service. Now, let's continue with today's episode.
All right, I hope everybody had a great weekend. We are here on Monday afternoon doing this recording, and this is going to be a short week for the stock market, but it's not going to be a short week for me. I have a lot of topics to discuss this week, so make sure to hit the thumbs up, subscribe button, check out the pinned comment for special offer on fool.com/Jose and my Q3 semiconductor earnings ebook. So Amazon on Friday did announce kind of that Anthropic names AWS its primary training partner and will use AWS Trainium to train and deploy its largest foundational models. Amazon to invest additional $4 billion in Anthropic. For those that are not familiar with Anthropic, Anthropic is a huge AI company. I personally use Anthropic, which they have their large language model Claude. And if I may be honest, I think for me, most of the time I'm using Anthropic. If 55% of the times I'm using Anthropic, the other 45% is OpenAI. It always switches between those two, as those two are definitely the big players. So Anthropic is one of my favorite large language models to use on a daily basis. Now, this isn't the first investment that Amazon has with OpenAI. So originally, they did invest about $4 billion prior to this. If we kind of look at this, they had made a $4 billion prior investment with Amazon to Anthropic about a year ago. Now they're adding another $4 billion, making this total investment of $8 billion to this company. So it still is a minority investor, right? So we can see how huge the AI market is. I first want to say, I think every big tech player needs to have some form of AI company behind them or investing. We see Microsoft has OpenAI, right? We see Amazon has Anthropic, and we know Google has like their Gemini solutions with DeepMind or whatever it's called. So I do believe each of these players need to have a form of AI company under their umbrella or really close to them with huge investments like this. The reason being is the AI market is evolving at such a rapid pace and is such a critical portion of the cloud demand for cloud infrastructure and AI infrastructure that you need to see what these startups, what these big companies are doing with the clouding infrastructure. What type of workloads do they need? Where is the bottleneck at? Because if they are the ones seeing those type of bottlenecks, then it can help shape a lot of the future investments for companies like Amazon, right? Let's say Anthropic says, hey, look, we're seeing a huge bottleneck in AI chips. Then it forces Amazon or AWS to invest more in AI infrastructure, in AI chips. But if they're starting to see bottlenecks and other issues, it can help also Amazon kind of shift its focus a little bit for the short term of things. So that's why I believe for companies like Amazon, having these investments in AI companies is very important. Now, previously, Anthropic was named Amazon its primarily cloud provider, where Amazon was going to be the main focus holder of Anthropic, even though Anthropic can be found in other places as well. With this investment, though, what really was interesting is Anthropic is now naming AWS its primary training partner, in addition to continuing to be its primary cloud provider, and will use AWS Trainium and Inferentia chips to train and deploy its future foundation models. So for those that are not familiar, every big tech player out there is developing their own AI chip. Amazon, I want to say Google is probably the most advanced with their TPUs because they've been doing it for a long time, but Amazon is not far behind. I think Amazon's actually doing pretty good with their Inferentia chip and Trainium chip as well. So some pretty good news there. Now, what I thought was even more exciting for Amazon is this portion right here. Anthropic is working closely on the development and optimization of future generations of Trainium accelerators and advancing the capabilities of specialized machine learning hardware. They are writing low-level kernels that allow them to directly interface with the Trainium chip and contribute to the AWS Neuron software stack to strengthen Trainium. So this is, in my opinion, a great move long-term. First, let me continue to say I'm not worried about Nvidia in any form right now. Nvidia is just moving at too much of a rapid pace that even if you have all these big companies doing this, they're not going to catch up anytime soon, especially for the vast programmable solutions that NVIDIA solutions can be used for, right? These are going to be meant just for training or just for inferencing, but NVIDIA solutions can be used for so many things. Now, though, obviously, I think it's great for Amazon and all these big tech players because now they get to see what these AI companies are doing, what type of solution they need, and they can add things within there because the main reason to have an ASIC chip or to have your own AI chip is to be able to do a specific workload better, a specific task better than doing it anywhere else, because it can help you save money, it can help you save space, it can help you save time, and so much more, because you're only dependent on yourself when you create your own AI chip. So Amazon and Anthropic, them feeding each other, hey, look, we need this type of workloads to be good under your AI chip, and that would help us build even better. I think that's really great news for Amazon, and it's going to push their AI market even better and better. I wouldn't be surprised if Microsoft and OpenAI aren't doing something like this. I'm pretty sure they are, but just the time to the market is insane. And remember, Amazon is not going to sell this chip to anybody else. They're going to keep it within their own infrastructure. At the same time, the reason I wouldn't be worried for NVIDIA is because AI is more than just large language models. You have other types of foundational models, and Anthropic's method might be different from a video method by some other video company, or the audio workload for some other type of audio AI company, or the method or workload that some form of autonomous driving company does, right? So this is great when you have a selected workload that you're going to be doing over and over and over. So I believe this is overall great news for Amazon. Not necessarily bearish for Nvidia right now, but it definitely continues to let us know, hey, look, Nvidia, they're doing it already. They have their foot on the pedal, right? They're not letting go. And that's what they have to continue to do. While they have a very nice lead amongst all these other players, that even any hiccups wouldn't worry me in the short term of things. We just have to make sure NVIDIA continues to push that innovation steps to the next level, and they are definitely doing it. I mean, Blackwell is going to be revolutionary, and I can't wait to see Rubin when they announce it next year. We also see that other analysts from Mizuho mentions that the media and press love to try to create major buzz and a stiff every single month about threats against NVIDIA's dominance in chips and AI. I agree. I feel like every month I have to do a video of, hey, look, some new AI competitor. I don't believe there's going to be any new AI competitor right now or anytime soon for this company. If there is, I'll definitely make sure to do a video on it. But again, I believe this is great news for Amazon in general. Now, if we look at price points for these companies, we can see Amazon right now, forward PE ratio is sitting at 39.32. I think right now there's definitely a lot of negativity fear on Google. Google might be a better buy if all this noise that we're hearing is truly noise. Nvidia is the most expensive at 46.6. Now, forward PE ratio 1 year from now, so that's next fiscal year, we can see Nvidia is actually cheaper than Amazon. Amazon drops down to 32.61, Nvidia drops down to 31.46, Alphabet drops down to 18.61. So definitely, I think for me, if I was looking for an AI company, Nvidia would probably be the best for me to dollar cost average. I think Amazon is also pretty expensive at these levels, more of like a dollar cost averaging mentality. If I was looking for a cheap clouding company, I think Google might be the play. But if you guys want to hear my thoughts on Google, I might do another video on that. But let me know on the comments below. So take care, have a good day, and see you all next time.